Welcome to this lovely chat with Miriam. We have Miriam live with us here today. So I think a lot of you have been seeing my post where I talked about how Miriam actually manifested something she really wanted. In other words, her C goal after she came for the masterclass that I had in November. And mind you, Miriam was one of the most active participants in the masterclass. So Miriam, congratulations for that. And coincidentally, she's the one who won one of my programs. So I'm very excited to have her here today. So over to you, Miriam. Maybe you can introduce yourself and then tell us, what helped you in the masterclass and how you manifested your coaching business. Over to you.
Thank you, Shalini, for having me. It's such a delight. I think I'll cry again. It's so nice to be here because it's just unbelievable. When I saw your poster, actually, let me say something very truly myself. In the group, I just got led. I swear, I don't know even how. I just literally just texted you. You remember I texted you? I think I was asking for something different. And now looking back, I realized I was led to you because asking you that made me feel indebted to you. So I promised to join your class. That's how I actually joined. Yeah, just remembered. Anyway, I am Miriam Rose Ndishu. I am a mindset and mental fitness coach. I am 32 now. and I want to be very, very wealthy so that I'm able to give back to the community without issues and obstacles, like material obstacles. Yeah, that's why I'm here. So that's how I came to your class. And then I and then I just had nothing to lose. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Let me just learn. But then you're such a good teacher. So it was so easy to follow. So I just did everything. And I had previously gone through another life coaching class. And that one I'd learned to just be diligent, just be of integrity. And then, so when you told us to do homework and do everything you told us to do, I just decided to do it because I know it provides results. So I did. So you told us to write like our C goal and all the homework you gave us. I just did because I wanted to see what is the outcome, what's the best that can happen if I follow the teacher's instructions, And I did. So you told us to like write our C goal and you taught us about the C goal. And then I had something in mind because as a mindset coach, I was having a struggling business. It wasn't even a business, it was struggling period. So I needed to bring it back up. So I said that as my C goal. And then another thing that I had in mind that the class helped me with was limiting belief. So I had one limiting belief especially where I believe that material prosperity can't coexist with spiritual prosperity. So that's the one thing I wanted to challenge. So I had two things coming in: the limiting beliefs about money. I want to be wealthy, but I can't because God will be angry with me type of vibe. And then the goal to now finally, if God accepts me to be rich in that event, what business will I do? So it was the coaching business. So the class, was that the question you asked me? That the class helped me. Those are the two things I came to tackle: my wealth, my money mindset, and how the business that I wanted to do. Yeah, that's how I stayed.
Fantastic. First of all, I want to congratulate you on doing the work. See, as I said, we are a lot of participants, right, during that masterclass. But it seems like you are one of them who actually went through with all the exercises. So, see, taking action is very important. So first, what you did was you made a decision, right, that you want this particular coaching business. And then you used, whatever nuggets that I shared during that masterclass, you actually went and acted upon it. So you see, that is very, very important, taking action. So I really, really want to congratulate you because I think this is a lot of the places where, we go wrong. And sometimes we take action, but we don't believe in ourselves. So as you started believing that it can happen and you started taking action, both of them aligned and you saw the result, right? So,
Yes.
yeah. So tell me exactly, what is it that you manifested? And if you don't mind sharing the story of how it happened, for you. Like, you had mentioned earlier to me that you had put your goal card everywhere and you kept seeing, your C goal, right? And then some events turned up in front of you and, things happened. So, is it okay for you to share that? Maybe if you can share that.
Yeah, so I actually have another thing I've remembered. When you started class, you said that you're going to give a winner $2,000 gift. And I wanted it. Like, yeah, I want it. I thought it was a TV. But I was like, whatever, I want it. So I also set my mind on that. So I think, honestly, thinking about it now, I had a very positive place that I had placed. I was at that point. So I was just accepting positive things into my life. So I accepted your gift, even like as soon as I had it, I'm like, I accept it. For real. I can't even show you where I wrote it because I wrote it down in my homework. And then the seagull is what I put it up in the group, like you said, but I believe in vision boards. So I put it in my vision board, and then I put it up in like many other parts of my house, like where in my kitchen, so that when I'm cooking, I can see it, so that it really gets into my system. Like it just needed to stay there. So what happened? So that's the coaching business. That's what I wanted because I knew that would be the breakthrough. Once I changed my money limiting beliefs, the way to make the money and the most of it would be through my coaching business. So those are the three things: your gift, my coaching business, and the limiting beliefs. So how I got in was I was already going through let's say like a trial version of the coaching. In the coaching company, they had given us a practice, but then we had to enroll in a membership, a yearly membership, which costs $1,500, $1,500. That is literally next to impossible. Like for me, I had no money, but you also taught us something. You told us not to care about the how. That's the other thing I remember. Like I have even written it down. Like, don't care about the how. I'm like, okay, fine. Let me just write without thinking about the how. So the how actually sort itself. The how it happened, I would never even have thought of it at all. Because in the class, the last day of class, there was just a lady I met so randomly. I was telling you before, she put her email address in the community group. There's a community group in the class we are in. So I just reached out to her and we started talking. And then long story short, on the last day of class, we were just talking. I'm asking her, are you joining the membership? She's like, no, I am still 50-50 about it. And then she asked me, I told her I would really love to because it's going to be a game changer in my career, in my business, but I don't have the money. And then she was like, oh, I actually feel like called to like pay for you. And I'm like, what? That's so strange. I didn't even respond. I just started crying because it's like, that's unbelievable. You guys, that's 115,000 Kenya shillings that I had from zero bob. So first I cried, and then I told her we'll talk after class because my eyes are puffed up. I don't want her to see. She laughed, but then eventually we spoke, and then she actually started initiating the money, like sending the money from the UK. She lives in the UK. So you see how would I have known that a random stranger from the UK who doesn't know me would have paid for my membership fee? Yeah, so the fact that we don't even pay every month, it's cut monthly, you don't pay the whole 1,500, helped me to pay for the first month. So I'm already in the PQ. So now my seagull happened. So I'm a PQ coach. And then the extra money that I had, I was able to pay rent. I was so badly off, you guys, that I didn't even have rent. So then the balance of the money, I was able to pay rent and other debts that I had. So basically, even I think concerns that were in the back of my mind that weren't per se my seagull, but in my heart they were there, were able to be manifested because once I shifted my mindset about money, things just opened up. So I was able to have extra money, even not just the seagull, which is amazing. Yeah.
Wow. This is fantastic. Now, see, here's the thing. For whoever is watching this interview here with Miriam, what she simply did was follow the instructions that I gave. She forgot about the how. And this is the reason why I talk about money beliefs also, because most of the time we think we need the money to do something. We don't. Because when we get onto the frequency, and for those of you who have not registered yet, guys, take this opportunity because there's so much I'm going to share with you. Look at Miriam. She didn't even do any extra consultation with me after the masterclass. She simply went and implemented everything that I taught in those 5 days. This time I have a 3-day masterclass. So make sure you take maximum advantage. If you want to see the kind of changes that Miriam is seeing, and you have to do the work, be like her, make that decision, have that strong desire, believe, change your beliefs as I instruct you to do, and do the work that I ask you to do. So I'm very, very happy to hear this, Miriam, and congratulations again. So I have 2 more questions now. One question is that, do you feel now that you can do things bigger than yourself? Things that seem far-fetched. Do you feel it's now possible for you to do such things in your life?
Yeah, so when I won the 30-day manifestation, some of the things you taught were like even more than it was emphasis on what I'd learned in class, like again setting. So I set another goal because it's like if I got this huge, there is no way I would have gotten it by myself. I changed the goal and put another one. So I shifted it. And then in class, the 30-day manifestation, there is a lot of working on the paradigm. So now I genuinely believe in affirmations. Before I was like, I don't get this, I don't do it. Now every day I do it. Like when I'm sleeping, when I'm waking up, when I'm praying, I do it. Genuinely, I do it. And I have changed, even in my workbook, there's so many things I've changed. Like now that you've asked like things which I didn't think. So let me share like a goal that I've put right now is winning. I don't know whether it's winning, but it's getting the award for top 40 under 40 women now that I'm 32. So I'm like, that's not a thing I can definitely get for myself. So it's not type A, type B, it's type C. I don't know how to do it. It's not a thing.
I love it. I love it.
So, yeah, so I just put it there. That one and Forbes. So it's just out there. But now I'm not afraid to put bigger things because it's not my problem how they happen. I just need to decide that I want it. And I've always wanted to get that award. So it just came to me just the other day. I changed my goal, I put that one. And then I'm just not afraid anymore. I don't know whether that's the conclusion. I'm not afraid to dream big. I'm not afraid to ask God. I don't feel, so there's something I'll just tell you. Now the limiting belief about money, like I can't have God and money at the same time is not true. Because Lord Krishna has opulence. He was living in extremely, I don't know how that never came to me until I started doing this work. It's so weird. It's like something got lifted from my eyes and I'm like, but he's the Mahalakshmi is literally the goddess of fortune. Like, why would I think that I needed to not be wealthy for God to love me? So that completely left my mind. So now I'm freed to want money and to live an opulent life, but practice detachment. So Krishna has the money, but he teaches how to manage it. So that's good. So now I'm not afraid to dream big and make really big decisions and money goals and an amazing life.
I love this because you experienced a shift in such a short time. That is what I'm trying to decipher here, because there are people out there who've been struggling for such a long time, and such small things can just turn around things for you. So really, I'm very excited for you for your next goal. It's already done. Remember that, right? It's always in the present tense. It's already done. Remember that. And I can't wait to see what's ahead. And my last question, what would you, want to say to whoever's watching this about coming in for the next masterclass? Give them a few words, from your side. What, should they come? Is it okay not to come? What is your opinion? Please tell them.
I think people need to know what they want in life, and I feel like it shouldn't get so discomforting. Like it shouldn't get as so painful that life forces you to change. Honestly, I think just if you have a deep desire to change, no matter what it is, honestly, I don't even think it's only just about money. I think it's anything it's a mindset shift. If you change your mindset about one thing, you change your mindset about everything. So it's life changing. You know, people say that and it sounds very cliche, but now I'm looking at my life and I'm like, it's barely the same as it was last month only. So it depends on what someone really wants out of life. And then and then you make a decision, you pray, you ask God, whoever you pray to, whether it's the universe, you just want it for yourself, make that decision, and then you will be led. Like I said, I was literally led to you, literally. So if anyone is watching this, just come, like, and learn. And then the good thing is you have such positive vibes, so it's so easy to listen to you. So I think, and then if someone listens, if you want something badly enough, you work for it. So if you are watching this and you come, and you have to do the work, because coming is it's not enough to just come and listen to you for 5 days or 3 days and you don't do anything, nothing will change, of course. So come, attend, and then do the work. That's just the rule of life. Nothing comes from nothing. So yeah, that's what I've also learned.
Yeah, thank you, Miriam. I loved how you reiterated that come and do the work. Don't just come and listen. Absolutely. When you just listen and then things don't happen, that's why people say that some processes don't work. But the question that people need to ask is, am I doing the work? You see, so Miriam here is a live example. So whoever is watching this, I'm going to put up the link on the caption of this video, right after I'm done with this video. And please click that registration link, just register, and I'd love to see you there. I'd love to see you getting tangible results, because these sessions are all about you. And Miriam is a very, very perfect example of somebody who's taken action. So it's one thing for me to impart the knowledge and the information and to tell you what to do. But it's another thing for you, as she said, to make the decision and do the work. All right. So thank you, Miriam, for coming on, and hope to see you all in the live session next week. Bye-bye.